Hello, you're watching this video because you need help with your analysis. The analysis is usually the hardest part of a paragraph because this is when you answer the how and why questions. As a recap, you answered who, what, where, when giving elaboration or context of your evidence. Sometimes people will repeat this information. But remember, your analysis is the how and why. So this is when you answer, how does this evidence support your claim? And why, out of every piece of evidence in the text, does the chosen quote best support your claim? How and why questions are really hard to answer. So here are some other questions to think about when writing your analysis. And these three questions are specific to characterization. First, what character trait word can be used to describe the character in this quote? So what bias, prejudice, or personality word can be used to describe the character in this quote? And I've provided you with the link to character trait charts that we looked at in October to help you. The second question you can ask yourself is, what do the character's actions, speech, and other people's reactions to this character reveal about the character? Is there a specific word or group of words that the character uses over and over again that reveals something special or not so special about that character? And finally, what details does the author select to describe this character? How are these selected details symbolic? Juror number 8's job is an architect. Why did the author give him this specific job? Those are questions you can ask yourself when writing your analysis. Back to the first question with the character trait word. If you click on this, you will be brought to our characterization key vocabulary lists. Let's say you're working with juror number 3. He has a pretty negative outlook on things. If I feel like I'm using the word mean too much, I might click on my negative character trait chart and browse through this chart for some other words that might be used to best describe his character trait. When I'm done, I can go back to my original slide and go back to home, and it will take me back to our analysis. Just like every other slide that we've reviewed, I always like to give a model analysis. This model analysis is a little different because it's about irony and not characterization. But I want you to just see how I use certain sentence frames to make my analysis better. The author uses verbal irony when the narrator states, "Your health is precious." This phrase is ironic because the reader knows the narrator's motives and that he actually doesn't care about Montresor's health at all. Instead, the narrator plans to kill him. This is also an example of dramatic irony because he keeps the reader entertained every time Montresor second guesses himself. Again, even though this isn't really about characterization, it's a good model because it shows you that I have 3 well-written sentences and I really focus on specific phrases and terms that are used in my evidence to make a really good analysis. Well, I hope this helps. Talk to you soon.